Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and I'm currently ill, so ignore any coughing, spluttering, noticeably reducedness in voice or enthusiasm. I do apologise as I am ill, and I am always ill. That is me, I am ill. So, why have I been gone? Well, a lot of people have been commenting, James, where's Terraria? Why aren't you playing Terraria? You know, what's going on? Well, it's kind of like a weird life change at the minute. I'm trying to kind of move out of my parents' house and kind of transition into the real world with this gap year and such, but I've got everything packed up and I had a place to go live and it kind of fell through, and so now I don't. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm currently I'm trying to move to another city and I'm always in this other city trying to find a place to live. So I'm never where I am at my computer and such, but I've been trying to do some stuff on the sidelines, like you saw some Mario Maker the other day, and you saw the Terraria toy unboxing. However, I got this one comment, right? This one comment last week, and it really got to me. Like, it really, really got to me, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I can do something about this. So, it was in the last Let's Play episode. It was about a week and a half ago, and it was a mining episode, what I like to call a mining episode. And that's basically, hey, I need to talk about some stuff, let's mine. So, I got this comment. It was kind of negative. The guy was, trying not to be a good guy, and he said, you only ever do mining episodes, you only ever talk, you never play, it's kind of got stale, blah, blah, blah. He went, is this the best you can do? And I thought to myself, the guy was being really rude, but I just kind of thought to myself, I was like, is this really what I wanted with my Let's Play? And the thing is, it's not what I wanted with my Let's Play. I wanted this Let's Play to be, a really fun 20 minutes, make sure everybody has a great day kind of stuff, and I have thought of a way to kind of spice up the Let's Play in a kind of unique way. So welcome, my friends, to this. This is why I'm calling the randomizer. This is a randomizer. It was it was based off a design that I saw in the forums a few years ago. I just happen to remember how it all worked. And what it does is it randomizes. There's a 50-50 chance of this bird either going left or right. Now, what I'm going to do is, okay, so if it goes left, we go over to this box here, and then we play for this one. Whichever gets left or right becomes the focus of the video. Does that sound good? Does that sound interesting? I want to start every single episode like this from now on. And if it goes right, then we randomize between left and right. So there's a 25% chance of either one coming up. And I'm going to do this a few times just to show you what it's like. So you flip this switch and this door opens. And so this side is gone to the left. So the left side would have won there. We do it again. And it's the right side. Let's try it one more time. And it's the right side again. So it's a 50-50 chance that it's going to work. Now, sometimes you're going to get, it's not collateral, chance doesn't work like it doesn't build up. So if you have 3 rights, it doesn't mean you're going to get a left. It works 50-50 every time. Right, so let's do this for real. Now it's showing you how it all works. This one here is slightly longer, but it still works just as well. So let's test this out, right? So left or right? What's going to be the focus of today's episode? And what I'm going to do is once we find what focus it is, I'm going to talk to you about the other ones, because I actually need some audience participation here, my friends. Okay, what is it? It is left. Okay. Alright, so let's move my mouse over here. I don't want to ruin the surprises just yet. Okay, was it going to be left or right? Okay, it's right. You just got to wait for this little bird to get killed, and bam. So, this focus of the episode is a building special. And these are a few ideas I have for a building special. Secret base, a mob arena, new NPC homes, or a new map headquarters. So, a big, hub world that I always have in more of my developed Let's Plays. So that's the focus of today's episode. And now what I want you to do as an audience is I'm going to go through all these options and I want you guys to help me pick what the focus should be. Because this is just building special. I want you guys to help me figure out what the actual episode is going to be in some of the other ones. So let's try it out. Let's say we got, let's try it out one more time. Let's say we got, oh no. Yeah, I've messed it up now. Well, let's say we got to the left. Okay. The left one is special guest, and now this can be a friend or a YouTuber, it can be for a few minutes or a few seconds, it's all about audio, or I might get a fan involved, and how I would do that is I would go onto Twitter, because I have a Twitter page, and I would say, hey, anybody want to play some Terraria with me that owns a microphone, a decent microphone, or at least one that's audible, and I would have them jump in for 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe that, do a little back and forward kind of thing, just to get some people involved. Spice it up a little bit. I've got loads of friends that I talk to on Skype and they would love to jump in and stuff. So let's see if we got this option, right? So, alright, let's switch this on. So this is left, okay? So if we'd have got this, we'd have got mail time, and this is read fans' emails and do a quick Q&A, and do this while most likely mining. So I get a lot of fan emails, I read them all, I really enjoy them, but I don't really ever show them to you guys. I never really talk about it outside of showing the fan art at the beginning. Now I'd like to really like touch on this and like do a little bit more with this kind of stuff and just thank you guys and such. So if you want to leave your questions down below on this video, when it comes to a Q&A episode, I can just blast that out. So these are the kind of things I want you to do. I want you to tell me what I should be building, what people you'd like to see. You know, I'm good friends with, like, well, I could always get Pedguin maybe if he was free. Python, who else? Well, they did some Terraria YouTubers. I've got Waffles, my friend. He did some of the artwork for Terraria. I've got, you know, I've got my friend Jack, who I play with. He's like one of my best friends in real life and such. So, lots of good people there. Okay, so this one on the right is challenge mode. This would be use a special weapon for the episode, set a boss task, or a progression timer. So you've got to be like, okay, James, you need to get to this weapon in this amount of time. Let's do it. So these are what I've got so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the randomizer. Next episode, it will just kind of be straightforward. Let's start with this. We'll start with the focus of the episode. But I'm really happy with this. I really like the design of it and such. So there we go. But today, the one was this one, wasn't it? It was, oh, sorry, it was this one. Building special, secret base, mob arena, new NPC homes, or a new map headquarters. So I'm going to have a little bit of a brainstorm, think about what we're going to build, and we'll jump straight into it. Okay, so for a building special, I actually went onto one of my own videos. One of my videos that's like the top 5 things to build. I made a few of these back in the day, and I thought, what can I actually build that would kind of fit in well with my world? And, you know, we need more NPC homes. So I thought, Treehouse. Why not build a treehouse? However, the spin on this is, I have to use the things I placed in the building chests, right? So I am known for being a little bit of a clutter with my chests and not doing it properly, and this is going to serve me right? So I'm only allowed to use building ones. So for example, this is not building, that's fishing, that's bars, that's potions. Only these two here, these are building, and now I can use the wood in my inventory, that's obviously going to help. So let's take a look in here. So, right, we're going to need these doors, they'll probably do. We'll take them workbenches. You know, we'll take that rope, we'll take that back wall, we'll spice it up with a bunny statue. Let's see what else there is. Ooh, do we need the chair? Probably not. Okay, we've got loads of extractors, so we'll take one of them to make it look nice. We'll put a honey dispenser in there too. And now we've got loads of this, we've got loads of little ore, so I say we take a few ore and we try and build something out of that. What else is in building? So this is our other building chest. This has got a mushroom chest in it. Staff of regrowth. Do you know, we'll take a staff of regrowth as well. What else do we have in here? We have some jungle wood, some crystal shards. We'll try and incorporate some crystal shards. So what else is there? There's a bit of silk there. We could probably take that. Ooh, I'm not really a big fan of banners. Is there anything else that I really fancy? I guess I'll take that for silk, and I'll take this chain. And I believe that we should be able to make a like a workbench while we're over there, or at least I'm going to take mine just so we can do some more advanced wood stuff. So I think that's going to be it. A mechanical ruler, yeah, sure. Actually, yeah, go on, we'll take it. Was this building? Oh no, this is weapons. Can't take it. So is that going to do? I think that's going to do for now. I don't really fancy any of this other stuff. All right, so let's find a tree and let's get building. Okay, so we found the tree that we're going to use, and it's actually, it's over here. It's like really, really far out, because we didn't have another one anywhere else in the world. So it's nighttime now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start caving downwards. I'm going to try and open this place up a little bit. I'm going to have it like this, yeah. I'm just going to have like a nice little clear route down. And then what we'll do is we'll line some of these walls with wood, and then hopefully we can, yeah, we can make something nice. Now, one of the things that I have, like, a little drawback of what, like, this project is that I don't actually have a living wood wand. So what it's going to look like is just kind of wooden. But that's okay. I'm going to take all this down. And then we're going to start working on rooms in a second, like, where they're going to be placed. But I feel like this is going to be, it's going to be enough. I'm going to line, like I say, I'm going to line both of these walls with wood. So, like, it'll be 2 down, wood at the side. And then I feel like we should start opening up now. So we'll open up over here. Okay, let's try and make like a reasonably big room. Should we do it like this? Should we like have it cut into the actual world? Yeah, we'll have it cut in like that. Okay, now this can be one, and then we'll have one underneath it as well, so we'll do this. Whoa, whoa, guys. Treehouse is not done yet. Treehouse is not done yet. Okay, and then we'll do this, and we'll try and divide them and make them look like they're even sizes and such. Alright, Mummy, get out the way. I feel like this is the same size as the one above, so that's good. But we're going to take rid of that. We're going to get rid of that dirt there as well. I'll tell you what, we'll make this one more. We'll make this one deeper as well. Now, one of the things I'm also going to need to do is I'm going to need to get rid of some of this back wall. But I believe I can just place back wall over now, guys. So if I want to, like, say if I got wood here, I can just... No? Yeah. No. It's going to be the long way today then, guys. So we'll get rid of this. I feel like it's going to be a decent size. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of one more. Just do this. Okay. Alright, let's start lining this place with wood. So then we can start getting a baseline. I feel like it's probably best to like actually clear out some of the backdrop first though. But thankfully with auto mine, that's not going to be too hard at all. Okay, let's start on this thing. Yeah, there we go. It's literally the quickest way to do this. Is to just auto mine it away. Now I want this treehouse to have a few different rooms. I also kind of want it to have like some kind of themed looking stuff. Obviously with the resources that I have available, it's probably not going to be possible just yet. But the thing with these building episodes is that once they're done, we can always come back later on and touch up on some of our little projects. Okay, so let's clear out all of this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the whole place with wood. Okay, so I've built a little bit more of the treehouse. And when I was building it, I was thinking... This looks a little bit too symmetrical for like an underground treehouse. Like if you're a kid and you're building a treehouse, or you've got your parent building it, it never looks symmetrical. It never looks right. It always looks a little bit off, but it's that character that like brings it to life. I feel like even having this like perfectly symmetrical like doorway downwards kind of ruins it a little bit. But we're gonna see. Actually, I want to place them there. So what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try and flesh out the rooms just a little bit before I start building stuff. Like properly, like putting in back wall and stuff. So we're going to put a door there. We'll put a door. We'll add a little bit of wood here. We'll make this into a room here, and we'll do like an extended hallway. All right. So down a little bit more. We should probably do something like. We'll do something like there. No, that doesn't look right. We're gonna. I am ill. We'll do something like this. All right. So we'll have this extend outwards. And then is that tall enough for a door? It's a little bit too tall. We'll put one more door here. Unless we're out of doors. Are we out of doors? I feel like we're out of doors. Yeah, so we'll put a door there anyway. And now we're going to put a sawmill here. And we can start working on some stuff. So, like, we can put down a sofa. We can have, like, a sofa here in this extended entrance. So that would always be open. You'd have a little sofa there. Let's try something else. Let's try... Ooh. Well, got to have a loom. A loom is always fun. We'll just put the loom down here for now. Put that there. Kind of random, kind of not. Let's see. We've got a mannequin here. We can always place that. A dresser. Dresser's always cool. Actually, we'll keep the Inca just in case. We'll replace it with that bin snow. And let's see what else. So here you have like weapon rack and item frame. So we'll put down an item because we do have a few items on us. And let's see. Well, that will do for that. Let's have a look at what we can make from some of the silk that we've got. So we've got quite a bit of silk. If we convert these down, replace that. Let's see. Is there anything kind of amazing that we can make? Not really. Not particularly. We got some like rope. Got some banners and such. So we're not going to worry too much about the loom for now. So one of the things that we made was a weapon rack, and we can't put that on until we have some back wall. So let's put some back wall in. Let's put some. Let's put a little bit here. We are going to finish all this back wall up though, don't worry. And then what's the item we should put in? Let's put in a unicorn on a stick. Yeah, why not? Why not? Kind of cool, kind of not. Let's actually fill in some of this back wall now. See if we can like make it look a little bit better. Ouch. Yeah, so that looks kind of cool. Let's find a little space for something else. So let's put a little mannequin in here. Now, I did bring some random ore with me, didn't I? I feel like I did. I feel like there's something you can make out of chain. Can you, like, place it down? Yeah, you can. How about this? We make some kind of... We make some, like, bolt-looking stuff. Like this. I guess that's kind of cool. Like, it looks like this big, like, bolt sticking out, because obviously it's all made of wood. Let's place a torch up here. Now, this is one of the rooms that I want to, like, kind of look a little bit weird. Like, I would imagine, like, this would be, like, kind of, like, your storage room, kind of, like... So, we'll put down a dresser in here. We'll also try and flesh out the back wall a little bit. I feel like I'm going to run out of back walls, but that's cool. So, we'll just flesh this out. Oh, God. I'm in one of them little spots that you can get into but can't get out. Okay, so a blood moon is rising. Now, it's getting very dark in here, so I am going to put up some torches. Obviously, as I fill in this space, it's going to get less like, bright for us, because we're getting rid of some of the back wall. Let's fill out this little bit here as well. Okay, looking good so far. Now, I would like to imagine that if I was a kid and I was like, you know, I was playing in a little treehouse and I had something underneath, like a room underneath, that for storage, you wouldn't pull it up normally. You would have some kind of rope lever system that would allow you to, like, have a bucket on the end. You can move stuff up and such. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to make a little bit more of these platforms. I feel like 2 will do it, really. Yeah. So it's going to look like that. So you would have, like, a little lever system to pull all the stuff up. So then, like, your storage is complete. So let's put another little torch up here. Now, we do have this little honey dispenser. We're just going to put that there because it's a nice little animation. Now, what's some of the other things that I took from our little chest of building stuff? I took some cobwebs. So, how about this, right? It's like a boy's place, right? Nothing's been cleaned. Look, it's absolutely completely run down. You know, all the corners, they've got a bit of spiders in. We'll just place a little bit of that. Now, we don't want it in a way that we're going to bump into it a lot, so let's try and have some there. Because we don't want it to, because if we bump into it, we don't want it to, like, come away like that at least. So you want it in, like, places like this. Like, you're probably never going to jump in that little corner there. Okay. Right, let's fill out the back wall here. If I have any more, yeah. We'll fill out the back wall here. We'll see as much as we can do. It's alright though, I do have some wood to actually make some back wall. It's just that I thought we were going to run out anyway of actual wood and such, because we use a lot of wood actually just building this place. Now, I don't actually have any dirt back wall, but I had this kind of like cool idea that you could make some like dirt back wall and mix it with some wood just to see what it would look like. And it would kind of be like, you know, you built it but it's not kind of complete. You know, you gave up a little bit halfway through, so got some of this plank wood. We'll make some wooden beams. That sounds like it would be cool. Ooh, gotta have a keg, right? But a keg in a boy's treehouse is probably full of like Coca-Cola cans, and that's the kind of thing I would have. Ooh, gotta have a furnace because it's made of wood and it's got to be a little bit dangerous. Let's make a little statue, and okay, let's see what else. What was I was coming on here to find something specific, but I don't think I can actually find it. No, not what I wanted. Actually, do you know what would be cool? A weapons rack. And something else I'm going to show you real quick. Let's get rid of some of this gel. A weapons rack and a wooden bow, right? Gonna have your little slingshot. Right, I'm gonna keep that just real quick. I might put this down here, like this. There we go. Gotta have a little bit of ambient lighting in, and then I need to make some back wall so that we've got enough back wall to actually finish the piece. Oh, that was it. Dirt wall. There you go. So I want to grab a little bit of dirt wall. I feel like I'm going to place it like this, right? So it's going to have a little bit there, and then a little bit up here, and a little bit there. Alright? And then let's craft our wooden back wall. That should do it. Ooh, what should we get rid of for this? Let's get rid of these torches just for now. Let's put them up here. There we go. Okay, so let's finish up this back wall just real quick. Okay. I guess I kind of like it. I like that it's not complete. It kind of makes it actually look like it's underground. Alright, got to make sure I'm not bumping into these cobwebs and such. Oh, look, it's auto-replacing it for me. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's fill up the rest of this anyway. This area shouldn't take too long. Okay, so that's literally all the back wall that we need done. Right, so we can get rid of this. Oh god, come on. Out you come, buddy. Alright, so let's take some of these lights, these ice torches, and let's actually put some up. So we'll have one here, we'll have one down here. Okay, so it's kind of looking like old and decrepit down there, but it's kind of looking a little bit more like boyish up here. So let's try and put down... Got to have an extractor, right? I feel like this has got to be down on the low levels. We'll have an extractor in the corner pumping away. And then we'll take this loom and we'll move this loom somewhere else, because you don't want too much in one area. So where's the wood gone? Bam. Right, so let's put that there. So that's kind of looking cool. Let's get our weapons rack. Put this here, and we'll put in our wooden bow. There we go. Kind of looking really cool there. And then we need some some warm feelings in here. So we're going to put some torches up, all the way up. And we'll put some more there. And we'll put our wood right there. Wood. Okay, so this is looking good so far, right? Not too much character just yet. Like, not too much even in practicality. We're actually going to need some tables and chairs to actually make this into like an actual livable place. So we'll put some platforms down here. Right, we'll mine that one away. I think, okay, so let's make some tables and chairs. We already have, I believe I brought some with me, didn't I? I brought a workbench with me. I've already got 2 now. I've already got a keg. So how many rooms did we make? We made 5, didn't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll make about 8 chairs. That'll do. It's always good to have kind of like odd and then not odd chairs. Okay, so this can have 1 chair. This area here can have a desk and a chair. This one can have 2 chairs. I don't want it like that though. There we go. Okay, let's bin that, and then let's put a table and a chair in here. And then let's put a table and a chair in here. And then this is going to be our storage unit, yes, for some chests later on. So we'll leave a little bit of room for like a chest or 2. And that's how far this treehouse has come along so far. We're going to need a place for this bunny statue. We can place that right here. On the entrance, we're going to need a door for this. So we're going to need 1 door. Okay. So that's now technically a room if you open it up this way. And then let's see what else. So we did have some extra stuff. So we got some Inca. Can we make anything with the Inca? I felt like we could have made some Inca torches, but that doesn't seem to really work out very well. I brought some crystals with me. I didn't know where I could place them. Can I actually place them on here? Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I like that look. So let's place some crystals along this area. These can be kind of like mood lighting, I guess. Yeah, they look very cool. Do you know what? I've never built with crystals before, and I actually really like it. There we go. So we've got some crystals going on. Now let's see what else. I think this is actually going to do it for the day. We're going to put this right here just so it looks kind of badass. Now I did bring some more with me, didn't I? I don't think I brought enough to actually make anything cool because I didn't bring an anvil for one. So let's see. What can we smelt these into? We've got some brick here that we could always use. So I'll make some copper brick. We'll make some silver brick. I think I've got a lot of silver with me, so I'm not going to make too much. And then we'll make some tungsten. We'll make 1 tungsten brick. Right, let's try spicing this place up a bit with a little bit of copper. So let's get rid of this floor here and turn this into like copper. So it's copper and honey, because that would kind of look cool. So we've got 11 copper here. I knew we'd be getting rid of some of these cobwebs eventually. Alright, and then let's put our honey dispenser there. And then I think our tungsten can go up here. We'll just have 2 pieces here. We'll just have 1 tungsten and 1 silver to add a little bit of sparkle to the place. And that's going to do it for today's episode. My voice is going very bad. As you can all tell, I am quite ill. But yeah, so this is, it's all got really bright. So this is our little treehouse. Now, we should probably make a little bit of an exit, shouldn't we? Let's make a little exit here. There we go. Right, let's... Oops. Let's also put this here, and we've got some rope, right? I do believe we've got loads, yeah, so... Get rid of that, and we'll put some rope there. So when people want to come in, they can rope up and down, and they can jump out quite easily, and we'll put a little bit of rope. And... Actually, one sec, I've got a good idea. We could probably use this rope to kind of make some kind of, like, cool little drapes. So let's put a bit of rope there. So now it looks kind of like piratey. So that's going to do it for today's episode. This is the really mishmash treehouse. I tried to use lots of items because it's like a little bit of a building challenge. I think the crystals probably ruined it, but I had a lot of fun. I like making wacky buildings and stuff like this. But that's been today's episode. Remember, I need your feedback for this. What do you think of the randomizer? Are you going to send me some? Some letters I can read out and some questions? Make sure to send that my way. Obviously, if you want to send fan letters, you can send that to the email link in the description. It's completely free that way. You're not actually sending physical letters. So have a great day, everyone. My name is James, and hopefully this series is back regularly for good. So have a great day, everyone. Peace.